You guys have been waiting for me to tell you whether the new Dragon Ball Super manga chapter is ass or pass, and today I have my final verdict. I cannot wait to see exactly what this climax looks like.
Let's roll.
This chapter starts out in an explosive way, with Gas basically using his very life force to age himself dramatically to get all these different powers and abilities that he never had before. And originally I thought this was kind of lame, because now he's just basically saying go bullshit go, and he has powers that we've never seen. He's using telekinesis, he's using all sorts of things to face off against a Goku who has a brand new version of Ultra Instinct Omen that he has perfected to coincide with his Saiyan nature. We didn't really get to see much of it in the last chapter. That is the reason that I'm disappointed that we really don't get to see it shine at all here. This is basically a group effort, this fight. This is not just Goku's singularity. So honestly, I was kind of upset about that until I saw this attack from Gas. This is an awesome finisher. This is a cyclone that Gas traps Goku in and then shoots Ki Blast at him with such ferocity, such impact that they slice right through him like butter. This is an awesome attack. Honestly, this version of Gas needs to be the Gas that we get in the video games, because this is obviously the ultimate Gas, the ultimate version of a wish made on the Dragon Balls to become the strongest in the universe. A lot of people were saying that this is bullshit, that Granola wakes up and he is basically the one that is primed to finish off Gas and come back and fight alongside Goku, and people just are upset because of the fact that I think they're kind of over Granola. To me, thematically, this makes the most amount of sense because it's called the Granola arc. It would be weird if Granola had no say in how he fights in the end, how he fights in the climax. If he didn't show up, it would be kind of strange, and I honestly like this bit right here where he feigns an attack on Goku just to tell him the plan, that he needs to charge up a super powerful blast to be able to defeat Gas, so Goku has to keep him busy, basically the end of the Buu arc. This is reason 1289 why I hate and cannot stand Monaito. Monaito attacks Oil and Maki. First of all, he attacked Maki, so to me, that is a crime punishable by death. But at the same time, he uses his only attack that he has, which is Hypnosis, to put both of these heaters to sleep. This is something that maybe couldn't have worked on Gas, probably couldn't have worked on Frieza, but definitely could have helped him against the heaters like 30 years ago. He could have used this when the heaters were attacking him and Granola and his mother. He could have saved Granola's mom, and so this is just a stupid way to get Maki and Oil to show that they care about their brother, because obviously this rift in the Heater clan is going to be fracturing the connection between Alec, but at the same time, it just doesn't make any sense because Monaito never really used this. The other critique that I have, but it's not really much of a critique, it's just an aesthetic thing, whether you like this sort of combat or not, but I thought a lot of this fight was really cool in the fact that it just bounced around from different characters back and forth. We got Goku, we got Granola, Vegeta comes in and holds him down, Monaito stops Oil and Maki from coming in. It's really fast paced and it definitely feels like a climax, but the battle itself, the way that Goku fights Gas and vice versa, is a little bit off, because they're basically using abilities that seem like they come from the Green Lantern Corps. They're using their ki as physical objects like we've seen before, but not like swords or anything like that. It's basically like giant fists, giant hands, and I don't know if I'm into this like Rock'em Sock'em sort of fighting. Like, it looks like somebody put on huge Incredible Hulk hands and that's how they're fighting. I don't know if I'm into this, because it does seem like the logical next step from basically this giant Susanoo like Goku. It seems like the logical next step that people would be using this sort of stuff in combat. I don't mind seeing it here and there. I don't mind seeing it maybe in a climax like this or in a combo, but I don't think this is sort of the thing that belongs in Dragon Ball, especially since we saw it in Naruto, and now Naruto is being copied by Dragon Ball. So I don't know, it's up to you guys, because it does lead me to my other huge critique, and that is Susanoo Goku. I thought Susanoo Goku was kind of cool the first time we saw it in the last chapter, and I think that they can go some interesting ways with that. Maybe give Vegeta a huge Susanoo ape, but at the same time, it's like we're getting so far away from just physical fighting, like martial arts, and going into more of the big boss fights and huge destruction and giant creatures. I mean, even like Dragon Ball Super Superhero had a giant Godzilla type monster that they needed to fight against. So it feels like this is the direction they're going, where they're just giving us ginormous creatures and ginormous spirits and ginormous structures, and I think it could be interesting, but I definitely see this as a huge problem in the future, potentially, if this is all they're going to be giving us as huge climactic battles. Ultimately, Granola defeats Gas, and it is really cool in the way it looks. And Granola doesn't kill Gas. He's not for revenge, which is growth, I guess. But the ending feels anticlimactic, and I'll tell you why. What the fuck happens after this? There's nothing really set up after this. People are saying that Elec has a different plan. I don't know. I looked through the last chapters and there really isn't anything that stands out that is a huge new plan, like something crazy. There's really nothing there. So if Elec does have something up his sleeve, we haven't been told about it. That means Toyotaro almost seems like he's making this shit up as he goes along, and that's why the ending seems so anticlimactic. So here's hoping that the next part, the next chapter, actually has something really interesting, because Elec still needs to get his ass whooped, or at least get sent to the galactic prison for all the crimes he's made. But at the same time, he's being protected kinda by Frieza, who also still has not been put in the prison. It's very unclear how the universe law of Dragon Ball actually works, but it would be cool if they go into the politics of Dragon Ball's universe a little bit more, of Universe 7, in the next couple of chapters. Overall, is this ass or pass? I'll be honest, I'll give this a pass.
Subscribe for more content. Or perish.